How you guys doing? Hopefully, a lot of you guys are doing pretty good. But for those of you who aren't doing too good, keep your guys' head up. We're all cheering you on. So today, another playlist that I got going on. Episode 2. This time, I'm gonna start you off with a nice music. This song always put me in a good mood, especially in the summer times. And it's not anything mainstream, or at least I've never heard anyone show me it. But this guy makes some really good videos. I like his content, so always go show him some love. Next, Grateful Vibe. He's gonna have a video about Carl Jung, I Am What I Choose to Become. A lot more food for thought. A lot for you guys to think about, and especially how you guys should respond and think about how the universe and the things around you affect you, and how you guys should start responding to it. Then we have one from Elijah Oxford on the philosophy of Iron Mike. Someone who went through a lot of adversity, had a crazy life, still came out on top. Undeniably came out on top. And I want you guys to understand a deeper insight on how we got there. Because if a lot of you who want a lot from life, one thing you guys should understand is that, or at least personally in my response, in my personal experience, I've always seen the people who are professionals, the top tier athletes, people who just made it to the top. I look at them not with a sense of like, oh, they're special. That's something I never become, like a person who sees God, something that distant, that's something that incapable. I see it as steps, that there's a gap, and that it's not just here to here and I can't reach that. I see myself here, and I see that stairway, all the little steps that got them up there. And understanding that a person's psychology can help you get a deeper understanding of how to fulfill that. For example, I won't go too far into, I want to finish the playlist, but I remember there was this kid who went to my school. We were in the same grade, and he went to state for wrestling all the time. And I've never been that capable to do something, especially at that young of an age. But seeing him right next to me every day and just see the things he does day to day, because we both have to go to school, you pick up on why, or the mentality on how he achieves things. Now, he's very successful. Well, I don't know what he's doing much nowadays, but I just know that he's been very dedicated in himself physically, and he's very disciplined in that matter. Moving on. I got us a nice music block. After all that, you guys got a music block. This one really gets me in a good mood. Kind of like get the blood going for you guys. Some hip hop. Dr. Dre, Exhibit, Cypress Hill, D12, Obi Trice, Necro, Jedi Mind Tricks. Pretty short, like 15 minutes. Then we got Jocko's podcast. Check him out. Life-changing advice when you're at a low point. I think that one's just a clip, but it's pretty good for you guys to understand what you should be doing, especially when you're at a point where you feel like you don't know what to do. And it's like a lot of you guys will start picking up when I make these playlists that you guys how should I say this? I make a lot of content, or put a lot of content on these playlists to help you guys when you guys are at those points of lowness, or you guys feel lost, like you don't know what to do, like you're lost at sea and you don't know where you're bringing your ship to, or your ship seems like it's sinking and you're just don't know if you're gonna keep trying to repair it and you're just gonna let it sink. It's for those types of people, for you guys to just get your heels in the ground and start buckling up and be like, hey, let's get our head back in the game and keep going. Next few, some motivational video, more insight on some bad habits that you guys can catch yourselves on. That one's from Stoic Way of Life. Then this last segment goes into, how do I say, giving you guys a better insight on why you guys aren't attracting women, and letting you guys understand the psychology of why. a little more into it. First, it's gonna be Joey Diaz talking about it, and now they make jokes and they're just shooting jokes back and forth a little bit, so it's kind of funny. But there's an underlying truth to what he's saying, and I've experienced this, so I can say firsthand that you guys should take a listen and see that what he's saying might be a little out there, but not completely. But the one after that is the one where you guys really got to take a listen. That one's from Soft White Underbelly on a psychologist's thoughts on love. Now, this one I saw and I listened to first 2 parts and I completely agreed. It was something that what he said was something I understood since I was like in middle school. But when you're in middle school and you start trying to say some of these things and you're like, I can't articulate myself or even have the words to say what I really want to say. And those other middle school kids, you think they're going to take me seriously? No. So they threw away what I said. But personally, I believed in what I said. So hearing it these many years later, I'm like, thank God, finally. So I had to throw that one in there. And you guys are going to understand, especially you men, young guys will understand how some women see the game. Because when you're in a dating game, especially in your dating apps, it's literally a lot of games and you gotta bounce around with and deal with, because that's out there, and how they, on their perspective, see things, and a lot of them do understand that, and why some of you guys are just failing and not doing too well. Like I said, when you guys are going on these dating apps, don't go into it too with all your feelings out there. You guys are gonna keep those close to you. Present yourself. Have your intentions known and leave it at that. You won't always hit the mark, but it's better to put some, throw the real out there and see what happens. It helped me. I met my girlfriend through Facebook dating, and that I'm so happy that I met her. After that, I think I got a music block, and I won't say anything. I'm just gonna let you guys go in there. I'm telling you, a lot of this is my music taste. I don't have a specific genre. I like all sorts of stuff. It's always about how I feel. So when I'm listening to these songs, it's really just, it gets me in a good mood, or it puts me in a different type of mood. It just always depends. But I put them out there, and if you guys like them, please tell me your feedback. If you don't, okay, maybe it wasn't your type, but well, you'll find something you haven't heard before. After that, guys, thank you for listening. And keep your heads up, guys.